start the class. So CSS box model. The term box model is about CSS based layouts and design. Okay, the term box model is about CSS based layouts and design. Okay, CSS box model is used when talking about design and layout. Okay, here CSS box model is essentially a box that wraps around every HTML element. Okay, this is the definition of CSS box model. Okay, the term box model is about CSS layout and design. Okay, so your CSS box model is essentially a box that wraps around HTML element, every HTML element. Okay, so your CSS box model consists of four. Okay, first one content, second one padding, third one border, fourth one margin. Okay, so these are different parts of CSS box model. Now we see each part. First one, content. So here the content box where text and images appear. Okay, it is the content of the box where text and images appear. Okay, it is the innermost part of the box, that is content such as example h1 or any underline tags. Okay, any paragraph tag. Okay, so the width and height property defines the width and height of a element. Okay, so here in the content part, it is the content of the box where text and images appear. Okay, the innermost part of the box is content such as heading tag, paragraph tag, or any tag. Okay, the width and height of the property defines the width and height of the element. See here in this diagram, the content, this one is the content. So in the content you write the code for text and images. Okay, next, padding. So here padding defines the space between content and border. Okay, padding defines the space between content and border. Okay, next, the top, right, bottom and left padding can be changed independently using separate properties. Suppose if you want to change the top padding, here padding hyphen top. Okay, that is represented in the pixels, 25 pixels. Okay, next, border. Here border goes around the padding and content. Border goes around the padding and content. This is the border around the padding and content. Okay, here CSS border has four properties, that is border style, border width and border color and border individual side. Okay, so these are the four properties: style, color, width and individual style, that is top, right, bottom and left individual. Okay, so these are the four properties that are in the CSS border. Okay, next, fourth one, margin. So here the space just outside the border is called margin. Okay, here the margin is completely invisible. Okay, the left, top, right, bottom margin can be changed independently using the separate properties. Suppose if you want to change the margin top, margin hyphen top 100. Okay, so these are the four parts in the CSS box model. Okay, so first one, content, that is content of box where text and images appear. Second one, area around the content. Third one, border goes around the padding and content. And okay, next, last one, margin, that is area outside border. These are the four parts in CSS box model. Okay, next one, div tag. Okay, here div tag defines division or section. div tag defines division or section. Okay. Next one, division tag divides the content into individual sections. Okay. Next one, it is a block level container, that is there is a line feed after div tag. Okay. Next, last point, it is used as container for HTML elements, which is then styled with the CSS. Suppose here div tag is used to divide the content into different sections. Okay. After dividing the content into sections, we apply style to the each section. Okay. Suppose here example div space style equal to some color, that is one content is HTML content is divided into this one. Okay, we apply style to this section. Okay, this is header, this is a paragraph, this is one section. We apply style color to the this section. Okay, so division tag divides the HTML content into different sections, then after styled with the CSS. Okay, next, span tag. It is a inline container that is used to mark up a part of text. Okay, so a div tag that is used to mark up the content. Okay, and here span tag that is used to mark up the part of text. Here part of content, here part of text or part of any element. Okay, so the difference between div tag and span tag is, here div tag is the block container, here span tag is the inline container. Okay, so div tag that is used to divide the content into sections, and we apply style to the each section. Next, span tag. Here we divide the text, one text into different parts, and we apply style to the each part. Okay. Suppose here an example, heading tag IPL starts from 18 September 2020 onwards. So here we apply style to 18 September 2020. That means here span tag applies style to the part of text. Okay. That is span tag. The difference between div tag and span tag is, here div tag is the block container. Okay, we apply style to the particular block in the code. Here span tag means we apply style to the line, that is it is the inline container. Okay. Next, background images. Suppose if you want to add the background image to the element, so we use this background image property. Okay, example body background image, URL of that image. Okay, next, background position. Okay, that is position of the background image in the HTML page. Suppose background repeat, that means here repetition of that image in the background. Okay, so position of image in the background and repetition of image in the background. Here we give no repeat, that means only one image is appeared in the background. Okay, so here background images is used to insert a background image to the web page. Okay, so this is CSS box model and CSS span and div tags and background image. Okay, now we see practical examples of CSS box model, div tag and span tag. Okay, and background image. Okay, so once again I repeat, here CSS box model. Okay, it is used for the layout and design. Okay, so it consists of 4 different parts: content, padding, border and margin. Okay, content of box where text and images appear. Second one, area around the content, that is padding. Here area around the content, that is padding. Okay, next, border that goes around the padding and content. Okay, next, margin, area outside the border is called margin. Okay, so here this is an example of the pseudo selector. Okay, so here pseudo selectors or pseudo classes are used to add special effects to the some selectors. Okay, it is used to add special effects to the selectors. That means here there are different pseudo classes. First one, link, that means it adds special style to the normal link. The suppose if it is unvisited link, it is represented as a example blue color. Okay, If it is visited link, that is a colon visited, that is represented in a red color. Okay, if you mouse over that link is represented as a blue color. Okay, next, input focus. That means here focus means it applies tiles when an element accepts input from the keyboard. Okay, whenever you go input through the keyboard, that input is represented in a here focus, that is blue color. Okay, next, active. So whenever you select that link is represented as a green color. Okay, suppose if you mouse over the paragraph p colon hover, that paragraph is represented in a blue color. Okay, here pseudo classes are used to add special effects to the some selectors. Okay, here first one selector is the hyperlink, a colon link. If it is unvisited link, then that is represented in a blue color. If it is visited link, that is represented in a red color. Okay, next, we apply style here to the p paragraph. If you mouse over that paragraph is represented in a blue color. Okay, you give any color, either it is blue or red or green, any one. Okay, okay, now we execute this one. Okay, so here this is the link. If you mouse over that paragraph, that is represented in a blue color. Okay, if you select that link here, that link is represented in a green color. Okay, next, if you give an input from the keyboard here, that is represented in a blue color. Okay, so here pseudo classes means we apply special style to the selector, special effects to the selector. Okay, so this is about pseudo selector. Next one, now we see the box model. So this is the box model example. Okay, so box model consists of 4 parts. First one, content, here width and height on any text alignment. Okay, second one, padding. Third one, border. Okay, last one, margin. Okay, so these are the 4 parts of the box model. Okay, first one, we apply style to the content. So here the content, width and height of the content and text alignment of the content. Okay, second one, area around the content, that is padding. Okay, next, third one, border, it goes around the padding and content. Next, margin, that is space outside the border. Okay, these are the 4 parts of box model. Now we apply all style to this paragraph. HTML stands for hypertext markup language, some paragraph. We apply all these styles. So first one, this is the represents width and height of the content. Next, padding means it area around the content. Next, border, that means it goes around the padding and content. Next, margin means space outside the border. Okay, now let us execute this box model. So here, is it visible? The output of this one is visible or not? Is it visible to you output? Reply in chat box. One of you reply in chat box. Is this output is visible or not? Okay. See here, width and height of the content is 300 pixels. Okay, and text alignment is the justify. Okay, here I give the text alignment is justify. Okay, next, padding, that means area around the content. This one, area around the content. Okay, next, border, left style is dotted and right style is also dotted. Okay, and top and bottom are the solid. Okay, that's why here left and right are specified border as dotted and top and bottom specified as solid. Suppose we give left as a solid. Let us see the output. Here left is a solid. Okay. Next, padding. That means area around the this content here, this spaces. So if you want to change the top 25, top padding. See here size is decreased from 50 to 25. Okay. Next, border color. If you want to change the border color to yellow, here change to the yellow. Okay. Next, border width. If you want to increase the border width to 50, here the change of width of the border is to 50 pixels. Okay. Next, margin, that is space outside the border. Here I give the 100 points, 100 pixels. Now we change to 50. See what happens after 100 is changed to 50. The space around the border is changed to the 51. See here, the space around the border is decreases from 100 to 50 pixels. Okay, so this is about box model, that is design and layout of the HTML content. Okay, so first one here, content, that is width and height and any text alignment. Okay, next one, padding, that means area around the content. This one, area around the content. Okay, next, border. So here it wraps around the content and padding. Okay, next, margin, the space outside the border. Okay, this is about box model. Any doubt regarding box model? Are you understand? Reply in chat box. Is it clear? Okay, let us go to next topic. So next one is the div tag. So here div tag divides the HTML section into two parts. Okay, or more than one part. Okay, and then we apply CSS style. Okay, first we divide the HTML into two different sections and apply CSS style. Okay, suppose here HTML code. So div space style equal to color. So next class we see the different color properties. Okay, here color equal to, every color is represented as hash. Okay, and 00, here RGB, red, green and blue. Suppose if it is green color, we place FF, hexadecimal number FF in place of G. Okay, if you want to give blue color, 0000 FF. If you want to give red color, FF 0000. Okay, in the next class we all see these color properties. Okay, so here div space style equal to color 00FF00 means here the color represented in a hexadecimal code, and here FF in place of GG, that is this is green color. Okay, and here FF in place of RR, so this is red color. Okay, so here we apply style to two different sections. Okay, for this section we apply green color, for this section we apply red color. Okay, so div tag is used to divide the HTML into different sections and we apply CSS. Okay, after executing this one, So here the output, this is header in a section 1, this is paragraph in section 1, this is represented in a green color, this section. Okay, and this section, this is header in a section 2, this is paragraph in a section 2, that is represented in a red color. Okay, next one, paragraph tag, we do not apply any style to that tag. Okay, so this is div tag, that means it divides the HTML page into two different sections and apply style to the each section. Next, span. So here, by using span tag, we mark up the part of text. So here there is an heading, IPL starts from 18 September 2020 onwards. Okay, we apply style to some part of text. That is, we apply style to the only 18 September 2020. Okay, here span tag is used to mark up the part of text. Okay, let us see the output for this one. So here, IPL starts from, we apply style to only 18 September 2020, that is style here, color red and font weight bold. Okay, so here 18 September 2020 is represented in red color and font is the bold. So this is about span tag. Okay. So next we see the text properties. So before going to text property, also see the example for the background image. So here, background image, it apply background image to the HTML page. Okay, so here we write the style background image in the head section. Okay, so and we apply background image to body. Okay, that is body of the HTML. Okay, so here body of the HTML contains registration form. Okay, that means we apply background image to the registration form. Okay, so background image property. So first one, we specify the URL of that image, background image colon URL. So this is the URL of that image. Okay, next background position. So here position of that image is left side. Okay, next background repeat, no repeat, that is no repetition of background image. Okay, so and apply color red. Here star means that is the universal selector, that means we apply style to the all the content in the HTML. Okay, so here background image means, here in this example we apply background image to the registration form. Okay, so here background image colon URL, this is the URL of that image. Okay, now we execute this background image file. So here we add background image to the this registration form. Okay, is it clear? Form is clear or not? Is it visible? So here we apply background image to the registration form by using background image property. Okay, so next we see the text properties. So some of you ask, sir, add repeat property to that background image. So let us add repeat property to background. So here repeat. Okay, I add repeat property to that background image. See what happens. Okay, so this background image is repeated. Okay, if you give no repeat, file save. Okay, here background image is not repeated. Okay, is it clear? Are you understand? Someone ask here, sir, please add repeat. Okay. Next, we see the text properties. So there are different properties, text properties: text align, text decoration, text indent, and text transform. Okay, so here text align. This property specifies horizontal alignment of text in a element. Okay, this property specifies horizontal alignment of text in an element. Suppose if you want to left alignment, okay, text align colon left. Okay, if you want to add right alignment, text hyphen align colon right. Okay, similar way center and justify. Here text align property specifies the horizontal alignment of text in an element. Okay, next text decoration. This property specifies the decoration added to text. Suppose if you want to add underline to the text, so we use underline value. That means text decoration colon underline. Okay, this is the property and this is the value. Okay, so if you want to add a line on top of text, we use overline value, text hyphen decoration overline. Okay, if you want to add a line through middle of text, okay, line through, text decoration colon line through. Okay, if you want to cause the text to blink, text decoration colon blink. Okay, so here two text properties, text align and text decoration. Another two properties, text indent. Suppose if you want to specify the indentation of first line in a text block, we use this one, text indent. Suppose if you want to give space 50 point space to the first line, then we use text indent colon 50 pixels. Okay, next text transform. Here text transform controls the capitalization of text. Okay, if you want to capitalize the first letter in every word, then text hyphen transform colon capitalize. Okay, and here uppercase makes the entire word uppercase. Okay, next lowercase, it makes the entire word lowercase. Okay, no transform is performed, that is none. Okay, these are the different text properties. Now we see the example for this text properties. Okay, here this is an example for the text properties. So here, is it clear? Screen is visible or not? Code is visible or not? Text properties. Okay, now HTML root element. Next head element. In the head element we apply the styles. That is, here we take the class selector, p space class equal to align. This is some align right. Okay, so what is the content in the class selector is text align right. That is, this is some text align right. Okay, next class is decoration. Okay, so here p dot decoration, that means line through. This is some text line through. Okay, next one is indent. That is, this is some text with 50 px indent. That means there is a 50 pixel space, okay, before the first line. Okay, next p space class equal to uppercase. That means here p dot uppercase text transform uppercase. Okay, this is uppercase text. Next lowercase capitalized text. Okay, so these are the properties, text properties. Text align right, that is align property. Next decoration property, indent property, and transform properties. Okay, so now we execute this one. text properties. See here, this is the output. Okay, here, this is the output. So first one. So here, p space align, text align, right. So here, this is some text align right is specified as the right alignment. See here, this is some text align right, that is occurred in the right alignment. Okay. Suppose if you want to give the left alignment. See here, this is some text align right, sorry, left. So here also you change the text align left, aligned left alignment. Okay, this is some text align left. Okay, if you want to center alignment, text align center. So here, this is some text align center. Okay, and also changes here. So here give any text in the paragraph. Okay, next one, decoration. Here text decoration line through. So there is some text line through. Suppose if you want to give underline to the text, underline. Okay, so here is an underline. Okay, this is some text underline. Okay, next indent, that is there is a 50 point space after the before the first line. Okay, there is indent, that is space before the first line. Okay, next uppercase, lowercase and capitalize. Okay, text to transform uppercase. So here this is some uppercase text. Next lowercase, text to transform lowercase. This is some lowercase text. Okay, text to transform capitalize. So here capitalize the first letter in every word. T, I, S, C, T. Okay, is it clear? The next class we see the text properties and font properties. Okay, list properties. Okay.